Chains were wrapped around Jack's feet. The bad guys planned to throw Jack into the ocean to feed the sharks. Jack fought back with all his strength. Right before he was about to hit the water, he grabbed the bad guy's handgun. But as the bad guys dropped the anchor into the water, Jack was pulled into the ocean in an instant. Luckily, he grabbed the yacht's rail just in time. When the bad guys saw that they tried to kick him off, Jack took the chance and Jack tried to climb back onto the yacht. But the anchor in the water was way too heavy. And since the bad guys saw he had a gun, they hurried to the cockpit and started the engine, even though Jack held onto the rail tight. As the speedboat kept speeding up, Jack finally couldn't hold on anymore. And just like that, he vanished completely from the surface of the sea. A few days earlier, Jack and his partner were searching for treasure on the ocean floor, but all they fished up was a piece of a dinner plate. Yet when Jack took a close look at it, he found out it was an antique from 300 years ago.
Suddenly a speedboat pulled up slowly.
The two men on board were henchmen for a gang boss. The henchmen took Jack back with them. This operation was funded by the gang boss Frank. When Frank looked at that piece of broken plate, he thought all his money had gone down the drain. Jack explained, there must be other treasures near that area of the sea, but Frank didn't believe him at all. So he told his henchmen to throw Jack into the ocean to feed the sharks. Thankfully, that part of the sea wasn't too deep, but to stay alive Jack had to get the chains off quickly. Jack found the handgun that had fallen in with him, so he hurried to pull the anchor over to his side, then used the buoyancy to hop toward it little by little. After countless tries, Jack finally made it to the handgun.
He picked it up,
aimed it at the iron chains around his feet, then pulled the trigger without hesitation. Jack finally broke free from the restraints and surfaced just 1 second before he would have drowned. At that moment a speedboat came over from far away. Jack was rescued because of that. When he got home, Jack found his girlfriend Anna, planning to take her to look for the treasure. But right after the two arrived at the island near the area where they found the plate, Frank showed up with his men. He threatened Jack to lead the way for him. The next day, they found a cave in the rocks. Frank forced Jack and the others to go down and check it out. To their surprise, this was actually the treasure site. Jack had planned to sneak away with Anna, but Frank's henchmen followed them too. Jack rushed forward to stop one of the henchmen, but the other henchman took the chance to grab a box. When Frank opened it, it was filled with all kinds of gold, silver, and jewels. Just as he was getting excited, a speedboat appeared and made him panic right away, because he saw the people on it were carrying weapons. So he decided to strike first, but this move only angered the other side completely. Frank tried to run away with the box, but he slipped and the box fell into the ocean. Just as the treasure was sinking to the bottom of the sea, Jack and Anna surfaced right on time. Frank roughly dragged Anna onto a plane, planning to use her as a hostage. After that, Frank got ready to fly the plane away. At that moment, Jack got on his partner's jet ski and chased after them, jumping onto the plane just before it took off. But because the speed was way too fast, his partner was thrown off and crashed straight into the ocean. Luckily, Jack held onto the bracket firmly, and just like that, he went up into the sky with the plane. When Frank saw that, he quickly opened the cabin door and started shooting with his gun. In that moment of crisis, Anna gave Frank a kick and sent him falling off the plane. Jack never expected that Frank would end up shooting the fuel tank before he fell. Anna was so scared she grabbed the control stick right away, but it didn't do any good. In the nick of time, Jack climbed into the cockpit, using the flying knowledge he had learned before. He managed to stabilize the plane successfully, and just like that, they got through this crisis safely.